So this here is my robot arm. It was made using 3D printed parts and 4 of these servos from Gearbest. The STL files for the servo are available on Thingiverse. There are 2 modes to control. There's the automatic and the manual. I will show you the manual mode now. The manual mode uses these 3 buttons here. The middle button toggles which servo you're controlling, and these 2 are the up and down controls. It is controlled by the Arduino Uno, and it will output the values to the screen. This value, the first column is which servo you're controlling. The second column is the position of the rotational servo. The third column is the position of this servo here. The fourth column is the position of the head elevation servo, and the fifth column is the position of the grappling servo. So if I had to demonstrate here, if I had to press this button, it will control this servo, moving it like that and increasing that value. Then I click the center button to change which servo I'm using. The value will update to number 2, and I'm controlling the head movement, the head elevation servo. Then the purpose of this is to figure out the values that are needed in order to reach a certain point. So let's say if I wanted to pick up this block, I will have to go to position, so in order to pick up the block, I will have to go to positions 118, 18, and 96. And then I obviously have to close the robot arm in order to pick up the block. So then I've previously made a little script here using these values, which then take the block and it moves it around. So there it has picked up the block, and now it's moving it to another position on the desk, where it will let the block go and just move away and then come back to get it. As you can see, the values are also still being outputted onto the screen. So the first column does nothing. The second column is the target position of the rotational servo. This column is the actual position of the rotational servo. This column is the difference between the target and the position of whichever servo is moving. This is the target position of this servo here. This is the target position of the servo here, the head elevation servo, and the last column is the target position of the grappling servo.